Hi, everybody. Jennifer from The Profitable Agent joining you here just after the Canadian Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to all of my fellow Canadians. Thanksgiving will be coming in another couple weeks for my American friends, but we're so happy to have you here today joining us at The Profitable Agent. Today, we're here to help you figure out how to keep more of your money so that you feel more in control. Let's be honest, like real estate has not been kind to a lot of people in 2025, right? I know I'm an investor, and so I've been watching the markets really closely as well. Deals are slower, buyers are cautious, and a lot of agents are wondering how to stay in control when everything feels out of their hands. Here's the good news: you can't control the market, but you can control your money. So, when income is unpredictable, our emotions start driving our money decisions. What does that mean? We probably start to add to cart too often. We don't worry about can we afford the actual expense. We worry about can we afford the monthly payment attached to the expense. And so that leads to overspending when times are good and then panic when they're not. Control doesn't come from knowing when your next deal will close. It comes from having a plan that works no matter what. So you can't control closings, but you can control how you manage what comes in, right? You can control how much you pay yourself, how much you save, and how much goes towards your taxes. You can create calm and clarity even when income is inconsistent. So, how do we do that? How do we actually help you feel more in control? Well, that's a good question. Here at the Profitable Agent, we do this in many, many ways, whether that is starting with a bookkeeping foundation or we offer profit first coaching as well. It's honestly, it starts off with money awareness. That is step number one. Know your numbers, what's coming in, what's going out, and what's left over. If you're really interested, we even have a bunch of free resources on our website at theprofitableagent.ca. All you have to do is click on resources, enter your first name, last name, and email address, and you'll get tons of free downloads. We have some walkthrough videos on there. So if you do know Profit First and you're interested in learning your Profit First percentages, we have a really awesome walkthrough video there showing you how to do an instant assessment on your own business. And that's all part of money awareness, is understanding where that money is actually going. Are you taking too much out of your real estate business to support your personal life? We need to make sure that we're treating our real estate business like a business, right? So even just doing regular check-ins around your money, again, Profit First. If you know Profit First, we love that system, and it is a tried, tested, and true money methodology. I do my money movement every Friday. I encourage you to think about what day of the week you would like to do yours on and start. So again, money awareness is number one. Two is actual money systems. This is where Profit First really comes into play. We use separate bank accounts, which sounds a lot like a lot. It may be really daunting for some people to think about going to the bank and opening up minimum 5 bank accounts, right? Especially if you're used to just one checking account. It can be really, really overwhelming and kind of confusing maybe when you start to open up those accounts. And so our job at the Profitable Agent is to help guide you through and understand the purpose of those accounts, the percentages attached, and really how to make the best use out of that methodology as possible. So again, we use separate bank accounts for categories like your income, that's where your money flows in. Profit, that is where you pay yourself a portion of the business profits as a business owner. Even if you're not showing a profit, we still encourage you to take your profit first and flip that old accounting equation on its head, because you deserve to be paid, because you are your hardest working employee you will ever hire in this business, and you deserve to be rewarded as such. Or if you're an agent that has other agents on your team, maybe you have some staff, we can also use that profit account as your revenue sharing, which is a wonderful, fun way to get your team involved, looking for ways of being able to save more money in your business as well. The next account is your taxes. This can be corporate taxes, this can be personal taxes, as well as your accountant's actual bill at the end of the year. And then you have your expense account. So those are the 5 main accounts. sorry, I also forgot the owner's pay account. That's a huge one right there. Your business, if you are earning up to $250,000 a year, should be able to support paying you half of that, so up to 50%. However, some business owners are not in a position to start taking 50%. So what do? We run that quick instant assessment available on our website, theprofitableagent.ca, under resources. We figure out how much we're actually taking out of our business. And then what we do is we start to work in small increments. So maybe you're taking 80% out of your business. And you're like, oh my gosh. Well, we recognize that your mortgage doesn't get smaller and your bills don't get smaller and your leases don't get smaller, your auto payments. And so what we do is we offer sliding scales for our clients. If you're interested in learning more, I feel like I'm getting too technical. So if you're interested in learning more, contact us at info@theprofitableagent.ca. Or again, you can go to our website and hit contact us and reach out with a message, let us know, and we can absolutely just kind of walk you through that process and what that looks like, and what your starting percentages really should be. Again, all of this is in the instant assessment and the walkthrough video that we have on our website. So if you're interested in doing some DIY, I encourage you to do so. Share with us and let us know. I'd love if anybody here has actually run the instant assessment on their business. If you have, why don't you comment below and let us know those starting percentages? Were you surprised? I would love to hear from you. So we have our income account, we have our profit account, our tax account, our operating expense account, and our fifth one, which is our owner's pay account. Then we do transfers automatically, so you're not relying on emotion and willpower. So you can use a simple Excel spreadsheet to do this. I find renaming my bank accounts and putting percentages in the names of the bank accounts really help, so that you can sit there with a simple calculator. You can use a spreadsheet if you want, whatever is going to work for you. And then you transfer the money out one by one. Again, this is all covered in that walkthrough. So we've covered money awareness, money systems. What's next? Sorry, can't talk. Money boundaries is our third portion of understanding where your money's going and how to help you feel in control. So decide in advance how much you'll spend, save, and pay yourself. Boundaries create freedom because they remove guilt and guesswork. And I think a lot of us have a lot of guilt and a lot of shame around our money habits. I promise you, I have worked with business owners that spend 200% of their income coming in. So what does that mean? That means that if they're earning $500,000 a year, they're spending closer to $1 million to earn that 500. That's probably not a really good, well, it's not a good way to run your business, right? Running it into the ground like that. So let us help you. Let us just kind of guide you through these money troubles. It really is all about systems in processes, just like leads. You guys in real estate know how important nurturing those leads are. It's also important to treat your money with the same regards. You want to have regular checkpoints with your money. And again, that's number 3. So if you've been feeling out of control, start with some of these steps and open up a savings account and let us know how it goes. Start moving even 1% of your income in there on a regular basis. So what does that mean? When you get a commission check or a profit sharing check in your income account, go ahead and transfer 1% into profit. Start small, even with your owner's pay account, maybe 5% for your owner's pay. You deserve to pay yourself. So I encourage you to start looking at your business like a business. This is not just a fun side thing to do, right? We want to start treating our business like a business because in essence, we are creating a sellable entity. So if you've been feeling out of control, start with those steps. Start small. Honestly, the idea is small, consistent actions that create massive change over time. Profit First is amazing for this. It is not a get rich quick. It will help you get off the roller coaster real estate. So it will help you with the mindset of just thinking one more deal, one more deal, one more deal. I know so many agents, unfortunately, that have that mindset of one more deal. And unfortunately, one more deal never really pans out and pays off in the way that you really think it's going to, right? So the market will keep changing, that's for sure, but your peace of mind doesn't have to. Control isn't about predicting the future. It's about creating stability in the present. You've got this. Let's keep building that confidence, one smart decision at a time. Thank you all for watching. Jennifer from The Profitable Agent. We'll see you all next week. Bye.